Bwipo, nice to meet you, man. Nice. Thank you for taking the time, man. Thank you. Please take up this headset if possible.
Of course. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine. How are you doing?
Well, I'm, I just calmed down a bit. I had a quick talk with Ibai, and I was really stressed this game, really. I was super stressed.
Dude.
I felt like it was really hard to convince my team to like make plays and like progress the game. And at some point, I was so fed, I said, just fuck it, I'm going to do it myself. We'll see what happens.
Well. You know, within the broadcast, you are so close between genius and madness. Because you kept going in, you kept receiving shields, and you were actually popping off. You know, your mid lane TP and diving into 4 people. What was going on in your head, man?
I told you, I felt like our comp can't lose, so I'll just pick any fight. Even if it's a shit fight, as long as they hit me, it can't be a bad fight. So.
But then why is your team, you said you had to convince them to fight?
I just feel like people are really stressed. You know, like I feel like we prefer to take no risks. And I think League of Legends in this kind of style died 7 years ago. You know, Season 8, when the wards got removed and the game is played, like it's played on risks. You got to play the game, I feel. And that's how I am. You know, like you know me, I played with Hilly for so many years.
Yes.
Obviously, coming to Worlds, I'm going to use my past experience at Worlds and how I was successful and try to push that in my team. And I feel like whenever I played on stage at Worlds and we weren't willing to do anything, just waiting, the game just gets harder and harder and harder, especially if we're like so strong with Leona or Necton, you know? And I mean, maybe I was wrong because our comp was scaling really good. I just felt like even when we had spikes, even when we had items, even when they had no summoners, it was very hard for me to see the angles, and I tried very, very fucking hard. And
the 2 team fights where you guys actually popped off and won, you initiated them, right? You were just dashing on top of people.
I mean, I initiated the fights that we lost too, so.
Yeah, I mean, fair point,
you know, I don't want to take credit for that. That's why it's tough, you know, because I feel like I'm just worried, you know, we're at Worlds, teams are going to see this, they're going to be prepared, and I just don't want to be in a situation where enemy team can just take all my champions in the first 3, and I can't create this for my team. I'm really stressed about that. I'm really worried about that, because I know coming the best of 3, this is what's going to happen for me.
I see.
I'm obviously very emotional, lots of adrenaline. We did win.
Really under stress right now as well.
No, I am, definitely. And I'm just, you know, this is one game, but PSG was our best draw.
Yes.
You know, they're a good team, but still, there was by far the winner. Like, imagine we play against BLG like this. I think we lose. Same draft, same everything. I really think we lose. And I'm fucking stressed about that because we need to play T1. They beat BLG. I mean, there's a chance we play T1, for example. You know, we can't play like this, in my opinion. And I want to make it out of quarters. Oh, sorry, I want to make it out of groups.
I mean, that's awesome too. And you are the first Western team to advance to 2-1 at least, you know? You know,
we take those.
You do take those. One best
for
of 3
sure.
away.
All credit to my team.
You could draw these guys if they win. Do you think it's possible they win?
Who?
G2?
Yeah. I think it's very possible they win. They're a fucking good team. I think they play the same way we do, though. A bit too scared, you know, too much waiting, and I feel like it takes a lot for people to like strike first, and I feel like maybe it's just my bad, you know. Maybe it's my perspective. Maybe it's my stress. I'm just worried because I feel very comfortable with what worked for me in the past.
I see.
And when it's not going that way, it is really stressful for me because I've played so many games where, like, you know, at Worlds where we're just farming and scaling, and suddenly it's like, oh.
But you are more of a veteran of the stage, especially, but also of World stage. So it's always nice to have a veteran take responsibility and do look for initiates. But it sounds like your team was like, no, Bwipo, don't go in.
No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. Like, it was just like whenever I was making plans, especially early game. I'm mostly speaking early game.
Yeah.
Like early to mid, like early mid. I feel like we had so many good opportunities and we just weren't taking them. You know, like Nar and Vi lost their flashes, ganking me bot. The Jhin flashed over the wall to kill my Cassio. Like these are all timers that like I really feel like we could have squeezed a lot more. And when that's not happening, it just feels bad for me, and I get really stressed. So again, I think my team is really fucking good. This is the one thing that I really think we need to improve on if we want to make it far, and I really believe that we can, which is why I'm so emotional about it, you know? Because if I felt like, oh, my team is like, oh, it's fine, we're just gonna lose. We're gonna lose in peace. We're gonna go best of 3, lose twice, and go home. Then I wouldn't care, you know? I would just play and fuck it, let's see what happens.
I see.
But I really believe we can. And I want people to feel the urge. You know, I was talking to
I feel your urge. I feel your energy right now, you know?
I appreciate that. Like,
Dude,
I really
think
want
your teammates will as well.
I really hope so. I really want people to be willing to die, you know? Like, just run in with your champion and just fucking die if you believe it's the best play. Like, it's fine. If no one else sees it, they'll walk away and they won't die. Like, this happened this game as well. You know, I went in, I died, and I was like, oh, my bad, I went too far. And the rest of my team kept the game stable. I have that trust in them. Great. I want the opposite as well, where they will trust that if the fight is bad for me, I will not int. I will not like throw the game.
Dude, I'm sorry I have to cut you off because draft just started. Can I ask you?
So
my chat is spamming as well, and I want your signature because we're going to be this mousepad. If you do us the honor, joining great.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
I appreciate it. Sorry, I've just my brain is going hard.
You have more space.
Oh, why? Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me just make sure this keyboard's out of the way so I can get a nice one.
I hope you dodge 2, by the way. We need an A against you. And
we need against EU? I mean, I'd be super down, honestly.
Dude.
G2 is a good team.
They are.
I'm looking forward to playing them. We need to beat them after EWC, of course. I'm excited. Thank you very much, chat.
Yo.
You guys are the best. How do I say this in German? Let me think. Vielen Dank.
Sehr gut.
Vielen Dank. Ich bin Bwipo, der Toplaner. Das FlyQuest? Von FlyQuest.
Von FlyQuest.
Fantastisch.
Ey, fantastisch. Danke dir, Bro, man.
Danke.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bwipo.
Danke. Vielen Dank.
Yo.
Tschüss.
Nice. Thank you. That was awesome energy, man. Thank you. Yo. Nice, man.